What up, fish people? Kenny E with Anakin Aquatics. Well, I'm getting ready to drop Mr. Chattanooga Ed's video here. I wanted to take a minute to reach out to the fish fam. This is one guy that is not at a 1K that I don't understand. He's everywhere. He's co-host on a couple of different channels. He helps Lefty out. He helps Diego out. That's all the guy does is help, help, help. Of course, he's with Fish Room Fever every Saturday and Thursday. Anyway, guys, all I'm asking is if you haven't taken the time to go check out Chattanooga Ed's channel, do so. Guy deserves to be at 1K. Like I said, he's a tremendous support to the fish fam. And I absolutely had a ball with this guy. Anyway, guys, I will put a link to his channel in the description. Anyway, enjoy. I think you're going to love this fish room. Have a good one, guys. What up, fish people? Kenny E with Anakin Aquatics. And, of course, you know who I'm sitting here with. I'm with Chattanooga Ed. And we're about to go over his fish rooms. But we figured we'd start out here. He's got some gorgeous, gorgeous tubs. So, Ed, tell us what you got going on here, pal.
Hey, Kenny. This is my first year I've ever tubbed. And I'm absolutely in love with it. It's amazing. What I put in at the beginning of summer, I have so much more, and we're only, well, I guess we're 3 months now into it, and what I did was, these are basic pond guppies. They're kind of designed to look real pretty from above.
Which they do. My goodness, look at the blue on that.
Let's see if I can catch him. Oh.
See the colors in that, guys?
Oh, that's a younger guy. But, yeah, the older they get, the prettier they get.
Wow, and how many fry you think you got in here already?
Oh, thousands. I
mean, look at this, guys. I don't know if you can see this, but he has got, everywhere the eye can see, babies. Just everywhere.
And watch this.
He's going to feed a little bit to him.
Normally it turns into a frenzy.
It's probably because I'm sitting here at the camera spooking them.
Well, you know, normally I feed them when it's more sunny too. It's pretty early.
They're coming.
One of my favorite things to do is they try to go after the biggest piece of flake, and they'll chase the one with the flake underwater. But it's already pretty much disappeared. And
yeah, look at that, guys. There's nothing left. That tells you how many fish are in here. I mean, they are absolutely everywhere. It's even got this one that's kind of spitting a purplish red color to it. And that was one of my favorite right there. Look at him.
There's a whole mess of those bright boys in there. It's just they're probably chasing girls at the bottom right now. But yeah, these are actually a purple tuxedo, and they kind of get a yellow top, metallic top to them.
You were telling me earlier that's basically designed to be a pond guppy, so it looks good from top, right?
Yep, for looking down.
See, you taught me something again today, Ed. I tell you guys, I've been with Ed and James from Fish Room Fever for the last few days. I've learned so much. Oh, man, what are these, Ed? These are looking gorgeous too.
These
wow.
are champagne guppies. They now there's a lot of boys in here, but they are chasing the big girls at the bottom. Let's see if we can get some of the boys to come up. We got one boy there. I'll see if I can pull him out. This one also has a bunch of tadpoles in it. They're leopard tadpoles. They're eating the algae in there, so I'm not worried about them. If they're bullfrogs, it'd be another story.
Yeah, I see one right there. I don't know if you guys can see him right there.
Yeah, a whole mess of them. Normally they're terrified.
There's some more right there, guys.
Let's see if I can catch this boy. They actually, the boys have a teal bottom to them. They're really a pretty fish. Come on, buddy.
See him? It's right below.
Oh, he went down.
It's right there.
Oh. Oh. Well, I don't think I'm going to get these. These guys, they don't have the giant tail, so they're a little bit faster.
Yeah, they got quite a bit of volume of water to get away from you in.
Yeah, these are 110s.
Look at the plants he's got too, guys. Just gorgeous.
Yeah, these are the mosaic. Oh boy, I'm not even gonna try.
I would try to give you help, Ed, but we all know how Kenny Eve is with plants. But yeah, if you guys look, you can see all the tadpoles in there.
Oh, that one's got legs already. See, they're just a little frog.
They're getting ready to probably climb out of here in about another month, huh?
Yeah. Now, watch this plant. This is such a neat plant. It looks like a lily, but they're all individuals.
Oh, wow.
And there's a couple in there. So, pretty cool. I love the tubs. Next year, I'm going to try some of my good guppies, and I'm planning on possibly putting them all the way along.
Wow, guys, look at it.
Side here, and eventually I may end up knocking out this flower bed thing and putting them along there. The problem with over there is it's so much sun, so I'm going to have to figure some type of a shelter. So it's,
well, you are going to be the pond king if at the rate you're going.
it's so much fun. It's amazing.
I mean, this is awesome.
And when they're blooming, oh my gosh, the blooms on the water hyacinth only last a couple days, but they're a really neat plant. You only have to buy a couple. And the root, I mean, look at this. The roots gives tons of spots for the fry to hide.
Yeah, that's
and then they break off. They shoot this stick. Well, I'm sure that's not the proper term, but stem, I don't know, out, and that's a baby.
How cool is that?
And it's been raining for like the last couple days, but normally these fountains work wonderful. I mean, even just in the last 10 minutes we were out here, the sun's like gone overcast and it's barely pumping. But it's a great way to keep your tubs a little cooler, having that fountain going. And then it's going to break the surface and bring some oxygen into them. And these things were $9.99 on Amazon.
Solar, right?
Yep.
So that's Ed's outside tubs. We're going to go in and show you the rest of the fish house. We'll be back in a minute. And we're back. So what you got here, mister?
This is my 200 tall. I had this custom made for my house in St. Louis, and when I sold the house they didn't want it, so I said, well, I'll take it. And I pulled it. Was built into the house, so I had to have it pulled and hire a guy to repatch the wall.
Look at this tank.
Right now they're a little skittish, but I've got 4 thread fin Acaras. Oh my gosh, they're just afraid of you, I think. I don't know what's going on. Let me put a few more bloodworms in here.
It's okay, but we can see them.
If the Beischer was out, he's kind of the dither fish to this tank. When the Beischer is in the middle, I think they think I'm looking at the Beischer only. And I've also got 4 Geophagus in there, Wendeli. And look, they all came over here to me.
If you guys look right there, I noticed him. He's got a Synodontis docoris, which are super hard to find. I am totally envious of this guy. And I usually can tell is he's got that one ginormous top fin. Gorgeous fish.
I think they're just afraid of you. I'm sorry, Kenny. Because they all came over here to me when you went over there. But I've got the thread fins are starting to mature up, and they're just getting a beautiful, like, red bottom tail. The top of their fins are getting, you know, pulled out like the threads. They have a blue hue.
Yeah, the geos are starting to color out too.
Yep. But since it's a geo tank, I don't have any plants on the ground. So what I've done is I've grown this massive canopy on top. And this is just water spread all the way across the top.
It's a pretty good idea.
Well, and the Beischer loves it. Normally, the Beischer's right in here. You can see how all the plants are pushed around. And normally he swims like in circles right here.
I saw him last night. He was cool. So that's his 200-gallon, guys, tall. I love this footprint. I'm sure Danny would be envious of this. She loves tall plants for... She's been asking me to find her a tank like this. So
Now,
Danny's going to be quite envious of that. Now, oh my goodness, look at this guy.
this one only has a couple of CPDs in it right now. I'm going to be putting my Florida flagfish in here.
That's a good looking tank.
And all this moss is voluntary. I didn't even know I had it in there. And
Looks like it's happy.
yeah, well, I had a huge Anubias growing on a piece of dragonstone. Can't even tell there's dragonstone in there. I shouldn't have touched it. Look at all that I stirred up.
Gorgeous tank, though.
It is. Now, this tank was the first time I met Fishroom Fever. Bob Kaler and I went to Knoxville and met up with him. And they were having a raffle. And I put all my raffle tickets into for a jellyfish tank. And then James said, oh, nobody's put in for this one. And so I bought 5 more raffle tickets, and I gave 1 to Bob and 1 to Fishroom Fever and 3 in for me. And Bob won it, and I think he felt guilty, and he gave it to me. So that was pretty cool. Ooh, it needs. This is one of the problems. We were gone for a few days, and the water in the back drains off, and I gotta fill that up. And this can also be a saltwater tank. It's just I've got a bunch of biomedia in the sock.
Kind of cool setup the way they did it.
And I had to put the sponge in there because the CPDs would get in and go through. So I put that piece of Aquarium Co-op sponge in there.
Keeps them out, huh?
Yep. It works.
Guys, and we're back once again. What you got here? Ooh, look at that tinfoil barb.
Yeah, these are what's left of my St. Louis fish. I had 3 of these tinfoil barbs. They, you always hear people talk about rescues. These guys are in a 5-gallon bucket. They were a quarter of this size. But their dog, they had a golden retriever just drinking the water and trying to get the fish. And one of them had a broken back and he was blind. He lived for about 5 years in my tank. He just died last year. And then the healthy one passed away just a few months ago. So I still have him. And he was always super skittish until I put the plants in. And these guys are known for attacking plants and stuff. They love my duckweed. I can put duckweed in this tank all day long and he eats it. But he hasn't touched these guys. And these plants are Nathan's from
Sand Creek Aquatic.
Sand Creek Aquatic. I used to do it like now. This guy will turn on his colors, and right now they're not on. He gets super black.
Could tell he's used to seeing people.
Yeah, and you know what? I left his bloodworms over on the other side. That's what he's waiting for, some bloodworms.
And what's the tank behind you there?
This guy right here is a temporary tank. These are Pam's Daisy rice fish. And I love these guys. I've got one of their babies in the back.
So they've been breeding for you?
Well, kind of. Jesse from HC Aquatics, he put them in a big tank, and he says he has tons of fry. And he said the problem with keeping them in a 10-gallon is they eat their fry as soon as they're born. And so I'm gonna put them in a 55 long and see what happens. Pam, what she uses I think moss, and they like have their eggs on the back end, and it's kind of like, looks like grapes, and then they deposit them all over the place. And she just the ones that she pulls off of, or she doesn't pull the eggs off the moss. She takes the moss out and puts it in a separate tub, and then they all grow from there. And what I did was I got a puffer from Dan's Fish. Was not planning on a puffer. I like the little fish. But I had to instantly cycle the tank, so I took the old sponge filter out of there and put it in the other tank, into the puffer tank, and I started getting fry. I had these little daisy rice fish swimming around with my dragon puffer. The dragon puffers are fish only.
So he enjoyed
puffer. He never went after them. I guess they were just too small. But so they're in another tank growing out.
That's cool. Back. So we're back, guys. And this is Ed's. If you guys have been following his journey, I mean, I have, so I can fully respect what he's got done here. But he's been working on this hard to build this fish room. And as you can see, his layout is phenomenal. Just gorgeous. Ed, tell us about this beautiful fish room, man.
I've been working on it for a long time. Going slow. It's still got a lot to go. Your wall that you're leaning on right now is an empty wall. It's going to have tanks all along it too. But one thing that I'm proud of with this room is none of my tanks are painted. I picked a color for my walls that would just blend. And what I did was I walled it single. So that way it would actually be purposely, you know, darks, lights.
Right.
So when you look through the tanks, you won't be able to tell. And I love that feel. And it also kind of, I don't know, it's just, I love the rusticness of it.
So the top tank up here, what do you got here?
This is my farm tank. This is where I grow out plants. And these are Florida flagfish. And I've learned a lot about Florida flagfish. They're fin nippers, so you don't want to put anything slow with them. And they're amazing at eating hair algae, that's why I put them in here, because I keep a lot of light on in here, and I keep the fertilizer high and everything, and the plants go crazy. And but I'm going to show you one thing right here. I've got Japanese pennywort, and they devoured it.
Oh, wow.
So like a soft plant, you can't keep in with those guys. But yeah, I just love them. The one that's most red with his dorsal up, he's kind of the alpha boy, I believe. It probably turns out they're alpha girls, I don't know. But they're real neat when they're trying to breed too, because they spin in circles, like up, not like a corkscrew, but like two dog fighters.
Oh, wow.
And it's pretty fun to watch them when they start having fun. Now this is a grow out tank. This tank I got at the big fish deal, at the rare fish auction. And of course they're all in the back. I left my bloodworms in the other room.
You're okay, I got them.
Let's see if I lift this up.
They're out looking around. So what kind of fish is this?
Oh boy. You're killing me with these cichlids. These guys are called, their generic name is a smiling.
Oh, okay.
But they're a real peaceful fish, or South American fish, probably Central American. I don't do cichlids, guys. But I have two ornate bichir in there too that are growing out. You can kind of see the tail.
Yeah, I see him. Good looking fish there. You can tell he's got to have some nice colors, and I see the other ones in here peeking at us.
Yeah, and this tank doesn't get much love.
Oh, wow.
This one is, I just made this guy a video last week on my channel, and it's gonna I checked it out. It's probably gonna be another 5 weeks before this moss really does well, because it was grown out of water. So
you guys got to get it re-going.
yeah.
Still a good looking tank, dude.
Thank you. This here is Santa Maria Endlers. I see two of them way in the back.
I see him now.
I haven't fed anybody yet today, and so some people are grumpy and some aren't.
Come on, focus, focus.
If you just touch the fish, sometimes it'll focus on what you touch on the screen.
There we go. Now they're coming up.
Yep, now they're looking for food. Okay, well you got, looks like two girls. So the boy.
So you just got a trio in here?
Yep.
So you must have worn them out last night, Ed.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we got here?
This
wow.
is a lot earlier than they normally get up. Now this is what you get when you don't call your fish. They're originally blue Moscows, and I never called them, and I was trying to, they were a real small bodied fish. And so I was trying to get them larger. They were beautiful blues, but I added bigger girls, and what's happened is the colorations have gotten messed up. But their body, I got the body where I want, but not the color. And so I don't know, I'll just keep messing around.
Look at that fish, he is fat and ready to pop.
Yeah. She is. When they almost look square, that's when they're about to pop.
Oh wow, these guys have got some beautiful colors, man.
They are neat, so that's why I'm not going to call them, but...
If those are your culls, I'd hate to see what you consider the good ones, Ed.
Well, this is a good one here.
Ooh, what are these now?
This is a red Moscow.
Wow. Let's see if I can get that nice and focused. There we go. Wow, wow, wow. And I see you got a big fish deal ribbon over here.
Yeah, I won the escaping competition this year. That was pretty neat.
We got to give him his props there, and if y'all will see, it says first place.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And then, oh, sorry.
You're good.
These guys are fry from the Mod Guppy.
Oh, okay.
Peter, and he has amazing guppies. They don't eat their fry, and so I have so many millions of them, they've started a second tank. But these are swordtail guppies. And most people say swordtails or guppies, or no, they're actually their tail has like a sword on it, and they're just beautiful. And we'll get to the adults. And I've also, one thing in my fish room, I've tried lots of different types of substrates. So you can see that all over the place you're going to see different substrates. And I thought maybe in a year I would do a video of how they hold up, what never to do.
Right.
And we'll, go from there. But this is the father fish sand substrate with about 1 inch of soil, organic, and then 2 to 3 inches of
cap.
Yeah. And I this is my favorite right now. And then I've got some mosses here that I'm growing. I haven't decided where I'm going to put them yet. I got these from Fishy Dreams. And then this is another test for a different substrate. I like to do lots of little tests and stuff. It's seeming to do pretty good. It's a darker sand. But what I want to see is how it stirs. And it seems to be doing pretty good. So, and I'm going to eventually fill this whole thing out with tanks.
Nice having storage though too.
It is. I've got lockers outside that I took out there to paint, and a bird decided to make a house in it.
Oh,
so
no.
the lockers have been outside all summer long. And
Uh-oh, we got more and more guppies, huh?
Yep. Now this is actually platies. These are blue platies. These guys get a beautiful blue. And I gave the adults to one of my friends in St. Louis. And when I was cleaning out the tank, there's like all these fry. And so I threw them in. I didn't think there was that many fry. These, out of all of my live bears, these guys are the most ferocious after eating their fry. I mean, they go hard through the guppy grass chasing the fry to eat it. They almost look like raptors.
Wow.
So
what
threw them in here. These are from Tom Patterson, and these are White Cross Inlers. They're super pretty. Let's see if they...
Oh yeah, we're getting that, especially the male on the back's focusing in nice. There's a nice female coming up to say hello.
And then these right here are LRB's Inlers that he has developed. They don't have a name yet. And he even said that I could ask the crowd on a live stream. If you go a little higher, one of the voices right up above the camera.
So guys, Ed's needing your help. Drop a comment. Drop a comment for us if you got some ideas what kind of antlers this is.
I keep lots of plants in my tanks. I love plants. I've just got into them about a year and a half ago. Oh, we got a blue dream right there.
Oh yeah, right on the center of the rock. These from Lucas as well?
Nope, these are from Priscilla.
Oh, little Priscilla.
You know what? Actually, that might be the green jades, and this is the blue dreams.
Either way, a good looking tank.
Yep. These are both Priscilla. Now, one thing, I went with these Husky racks because they're metal, and I'm going to take everybody's stickers from the fish that I have because I'm kind of collecting YouTubers' fish, and then there are going to be magnets underneath them with what's in the tank. I just haven't got to that point yet.
Ed, you absolutely make sure you get every detail covered, don't you?
Well, trying. And then here I've learned something with shrimp is I think I got 8 of each from Priscilla, and when you put them in a 10-gallon tank at the beginning, they're hard to find. If I probably should have thrown some food in there. Like,
oh, you're fine, dude.
oh, you know what? Let's turn the lights off so you have less glare.
I love the tank setup.
You still have some glare, doggone it.
It's fine, buddy. Don't worry about it.
This is a really neat plant. This is water lettuce.
Yeah, I keep this myself. It's great. That is great stuff. You can show them. You want to show them the roots or something?
Yeah, I was gonna pull up the roots. They're just super cool, and I would love to see shrimp someday going up and down those.
Great looking tank, though.
Thank you.
Every tank I come to is just another bliss of happiness, man.
Now this tank, they're Goodiots that start with an X. Oh man, I'm terrible with land names. But these are Fish Tank Barn Mike Howell's goodies. And boy, I wish I...
Ooh, look at that color on that one.
Yeah. Oops. Let's see if I can bring the color up a little bit more. And, you know, they're young, so... But they'll start really popping. And I'm also in this tank, I've got 5 little bristlenose that are brown from Haley, Oddball Aquatics. And this is also my Hercules snail tank. I've got about 10 of these Hercules rabbit snails. And as soon as they see people, they fall over like they're dead. But like this one, he's even got some dirt in his mouth or something right there. But they're really neat when they're walking around because they got a huge white head with long tail, or feelers.
Cool looking tank. Oh, more guppies?
Yep, this is
Ooh.
Jesse's dragons.
Those are sexy.
HC Aquatics. They are neat. And I've also got some Cory cats in there. And a lot of my tanks have shrimp, like my generic guppy tank, or not my generic, I have generic shrimp in all my guppy tanks because I love them as cleaners, and I don't mind their shrimplets being ate up by the shrimp, or by the fish.
Ed, your attention to detail is stunning, man. I love this tank too. The contrast in here is awesome with the lights and the darks. See that? Where it's contrasting?
Yeah, it is neat.
All right, what do we got? Oh my.
These guys are early risers. In another hour, they're going to be all over the place, but they sleep in every day. This is actually my favorite tank because it's normally got the most action going on.
And they allow you to sleep in so you get to see them when they're active.
Yeah, these are platinum albino guppies.
That's hilarious. They are active. Well, that male in the back's ready to get some.
Yep.
See him back there already stirring stuff up.
But normally this tank is going crazy.
Well, actually, it's nice that they're doing this for us because we can actually Film them.
Yeah, it's like 9 in the morning, and I normally sleep in, so they get to sleep in too.
That's funny, man. There's a male back there. Starting to get. Obviously, the males are the ones up first, huh?
I guess so. Well, the girls are making babies, trying to relax. This is probably their only chance to get to relax when the boys aren't.
The boys are already trying to determine whose pecking order is what.
Oh man, these guys must be asleep also. These are my
I see them in there.
Japanese blue tails. These guys are probably my prettiest guppy.
You got some fat females in here.
Here's a young male. I've got. Oh, here comes a male.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And there's a younger male with him trying to woo the girl.
Yeah, those are stunning, Ed.
And then, like you can see here, it's a real pretty Haley's cherry shrimp.
There he is. Good morning, Mr. Shrimp. He says, I ain't ready for you this early in the morning. I got to get one more view of these, though. One, yeah, there we go. There's the money shot. Those are cool, aren't they?
Yeah, now I can't believe now. This guy, this tank is normally like going crazy also. Now I put one of my red Moscow males in the back and he's just sleeping. But that's a female. These guys are Petco guppies. And I just wanted to be able to breed them and work with them. And now I'm having some fun with them. Getting some really close-up shots of the Kabamba. I love that plant. It's a super neat fry plant. I think it just looks beautiful on camera.
Just gorgeous.
Oh, they're getting all ready for food. And if I wanted to, I could have put 710s sideways, but I like to see my fish.
I'm the same way.
This is, I got a dead guy. Oh, it's my big mama. These are my, gosh, I just got these mosaics, and I think they're going to be blue mosaics. Most of them were all fry. I got them at a fish swap. You can see a bulb in there.
Is that the one from Father Fish?
It's from Father Fish. I got that yesterday. I have no idea.
I planted them. Let me tell you guys, those things smell, man.
It did. It was terrible. I said,
oh, wow. What are these, Ed?
These are my, Nebula Steel.
Who'd you get these ones from?
A breeder up in Minnesota. He doesn't want me to give out his name.
Well, you got to respect their wishes.
Yeah. Here, there's a
big
boy.
old shrimp.
Well, there's a boy sleeping on top of the.
God, they're just like us almost, aren't they? Look at him, man. He's all sprawled out.
Hopefully he's not on his last legs.
He looks like he's breathing fine. Yeah, he's fine. He was just...
You can see a giant shrimp way in the back. And really, my fish aren't used to being up this early.
They're all looking at me like crazy. What is the little Cory cat you got in the back there?
A jade. Cory.
He's cool.
They're just generics. But these orange, I've got 3 giant orange female shrimp in there. And I never knew why this tank never gave me more shrimp. And then they've got so old, and once I moved them into here, I really looked at it, and they're all females.
Well, I would recommend LRB Aquatics. He's got tons of orange right now.
Yeah, I need to do that for sure.
And in here you got a nice little Honduran red point, huh?
Yeah, this is actually Fisherman Fevers, and it is super pretty.
Yeah, those are really cool. I've got 6 pairs of those. They're a cousin to the convict. Only they're not quite as temperamental as the convicts. They're still mean when they get their fry, but they're not nearly the jerks that convicts can be. Man, their stone is just spot, dude.
These were some of the stones I won that scaping contest with.
All right, I'm gonna.
Boy, it's starting to get hot without the fan on. No, how do you say that?
Mabunas.
Mabunas. Okay.
He's got Mabuna in here. I can't really see him, but
Yeah, once I had them all in a quarantine tank. I had 16 of them. They lasted 2 weeks, no problem. As soon as I put the PVC pipe in the rocks, they started killing each other. So there's like 6 in there.
it's because you established territories.
Yeah, well, so I'm just not a cichlid guy. So that was just going to be a holding tank. This is just mutt guppies.
We'll give him a quick scan then.
These are my rejects.
But at least he's not like a lot of people. Some coals meet untimely deaths. He at least loves his fish and keeps them. Boy, look how fat that female is, Ed.
Yeah, she's going to explode.
Oh, wow, what do we got in here?
I don't think anything.
Oh, it's just a beautiful plant and some gorgeous rock, huh?
Yeah, a lot of things are. I like to season things for like 2 or 3 weeks before I put anything in. So I've got a bunch of tanks that.
What do you got in here?
These are another goodie. I don't even know their name. They start with an M, and I didn't even know I got them. Somebody just threw them in my box at a
Look at
fish
this one,
store.
just up here, just saying hello.
Yeah, I mean, leave in the comment what it is. My cow knows what it is, but
What do you got here?
these are, let's see, these are mega prolific fish. These are LRBs, albino galaxies.
Oh, wow.
And you know, the camera does not do these guys justice. They are so pretty. They're called albino, but they have a ton of color. They don't eat their fry.
Which is probably a good thing, because albino babies tend to be pretty easy targets, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't even have any
Oh, wow.
color in the fry, in that tank for the fry to live in.
This guy is absolutely gorgeous.
Now I'm going to be sending a couple of these to HC Aquatics, Jesse in Hawaii, and he's got some green Moscows, and he's going to breed them with those.
With the albinos or these ones?
With the albinos.
With the albinos? Nice. What are these kind of?
These are another type of dragon, Dumbo dragon. And they're crazy pretty. They're really neat when they're trying to get the girls, because that top fin comes up and it's just huge. Their dorsal fin is just gigantic, and when they pull it up, they almost look like a betta.
That is one of the sexiest guppies I've seen in a while. Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't see him either. He's even more colorful, isn't he?
Here comes another one about to get in your shot.
Oh my, guys, it's like he said it about 10 minutes ago. These things are, oh, and these must be the guppies with the swords you were talking about.
Yeah, and now see, this was a substrate I did with play sand, and it was all right until I introduced the Cory cats.
Oh, Cory cats are notorious for stirring up tanks.
Yeah, and
Ooh, what are those Corys?
that's the same thing. Just little emeralds. They're just cheapy little guys.
Gorgeous tanks. Ooh, what do we got here?
These are Lumii tigers, or tiger Lumii. And
I keep these at myself.
oh, cool. I put some heat in there, so hopefully I get some more fry out of them.
And yours are just like mine. These fish are so camera friendly.
Let me put the. I keep the lights in the back. so
Oh,
you're not
we
seeing
were
the
getting good
fish as well.
shots of the tigers. You can see the stripes real well. Okay.
Now this one, I bet you're not going to find anything. These are orange Rileys from Flips Aquatic, and there's 8 of them in a 20 long. That's why I went to the 10s with Priscilla's, and I still have a hard time seeing them. I occasionally
Oh,
see
you'll start seeing them once they. I already spotted one, but I'm used to Danny's tanks. There's one sitting back there.
Well,
Yep.
and you know, I really need to wear my glasses because I don't see very good 2 feet.
And this
closer.
one here.
This one is blue Rileys.
Let's see if I can spot one here. I'm always shooting Danny's shrimp tank, so I've gotten good at spotting them usually. Take a slow little look. Even if I don't find them, Ed, this scape in here, again, is sick. I think I'm going to have you come out and mess with my tanks a little bit. That rock there is just a shiznick. And then we saved the best for the last, guys. She's been grumpy this morning. She doesn't want to move. But tell us who this young lady is, Ed.
This is Sweet Potato. She's always grumpy in the morning. She's always in the back of the tank. She doesn't like to eat in the morning. She's just not.
Well, looking at that belly, I don't think she has problem eating.
No, she'll eat generally anywhere between 4 and 8 jumbo krill a day.
Wow. And again, it's Ed, so we got another cool scape. Look at this scape, guys. He does such a cool. He's very good with the eye and catching the color contrast. That's something that I always dig when I see people do it. I'll go home and to this later. So Ed, I want to thank you, buddy. We've had quite the weekend. And
so much fun.
Appreciate you letting me come in and tour your fish rooms. And like I said, with all the fun we had this weekend, I couldn't ask for a better friend, man. It's been a ball.
It has been so much fun. Thank you so much.
And who are these ones? We might as well get them over here. That's his one kitty.
That's Nico, and this is Baby Cat.
And they are attention hounds.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Well, as always, love your fish. It's Kenny E. coming to you from Chattanooga Ed's Fish Rooms. Have a great day, and we will see you soon.